Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Flying DeLorean?
On the inaugural episode of Advanced Cruise Control, get to know your hosts, Steve and Annie.
As we take you on our journey onto the long road to Comic-Con. Don't worry, we fast-forwarded through all the bullshit on our car ride, but for most of you listening now, some of you got to join us, riding shotgun on our adventure as we went on Instagram Live, answering all of your questions and discussing everything from video games to films and other shit.
And if you got a few hours to kill, you can catch all of that and more on our YouTube channel. Also, our Spider-Man Homecoming review and our Comic-Con wrap-up. Fasten your seatbelts. Advanced Cruise Control starts now. Welcome to your new favorite podcast.
That's right, I'm Annie Cruz.
And I'm Steve Vance.
And you're listening to
Advanced Cruise Control. For nerds, by nerds, we are here to tell you all the cool shit happening in everything nerdy.
That's right.
Right?
We're going to talk about what we're watching, what we're playing.
Yep.
We're actually getting ready to go to San Diego Comic-Con this week.
Super stoked. My first Comic-Con ever.
Your first Comic-Con. I'm going to pop your virgin fucking ass.
That sounds terrible.
That does sound terrible.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Okay, well, anyways, I'm going to take you to Comic-Con.
I'm going to Comic-Con. I'm super stoked.
I've taken a lot of people to Comic-Con that have never been before.
I'm going to wear my drive jacket.
That
I'm notorious for. I'm known for.
That's great. That's a great jacket, too.
I love that jacket.
I'm showcasing yet another fucking costume. I kind of did this last year where I wanted to crossplay. Get it? Cosplay, crossplay.
Is that like a trans thing?
Yeah, well, like when it's basically, crossplay kind of is a coined term to describe when someone cosplays as a character of the opposite gender.
So it's a trans.
Like, for example, I really saw this awesome cosplay. You saw Mad Max Fury Road, right?
Loved Mad Max. Great movie. Great film.
Fucking movie. I was almost worried because, I like the originals, but I fucking loved Fury Road.
Oh, Mel Gibson.
But no, Mel Gibson,
silent.
are you kidding me?
Mel Gibson being silent is a great Mad Max.
But fucking...
Tom Hardy, man.
No, Tom Hardy was great. But in that movie, they had Furiosa, Charlize Theron.
Yes.
And then the other guy, I saw a couple that cross-played. There was a girl that dressed up as the dude, and then a dude dressed up as Furiosa. But I think the best though is Princess Leia, Slave Leia, and Han. I've seen dudes dress up as Princess Leia, and then chicks dressing up as Han.
This is going to be an interesting event for me.
You're going to see a lot of people dressed up. It's going to be a sea of nerds. It's going to be awesome.
I should probably get more costumes.
I think you should. You can put together. I can help you put together. Okay, listen. I'm going to say this now on the record because nobody really knows this about me unless they follow my social media and see that I'm doing things like in real time. I am notorious. I am the queen of doing last minute shit for my costumes.
That's true. I've seen you do it. I was here and you were making a Punisher costume.
Yep.
Literally last minute before we went to that other Comic-Con party.
Yeah, because I wanted to have it ready for the party. It's like, there's they always have, every year they have a pre-Comic-Con bash.
Right.
I took you to that.
That was awesome.
And that was...
I'm loving this community.
Oh, dude.
I'm really, meeting some cool people.
Everyone is so cool.
They're very open arms. They're very, hey, welcome, man. That's awesome.
That's what I fucking love about it. So I'm super stoked about Comic-Con. I'm really super stoked about my Punisher costume. I am upgrading it because the pre-Comic-Con bash was a week ago. So I didn't have enough time to I was on the road, and then I only had very little time to throw it together.
You're a busy person.
I threw that shit together in less than 24 hours, and now
you did.
Less than 24 hours again. I got spray paint and all kinds of goodies. I'm not gonna reveal it here on the podcast, but you guys probably will have already seen it.
They'll see the pictures
on social media. Yeah, they'll see the pictures for sure.
All over the socials.
Super fucking stoked about it. But dude, speaking of Comic-Con, we just watched a fucking movie together.
Oh my god, it was fucking amazing. And we saw it at the 3D IMAX.
We saw it, not just any 3D IMAX, we saw it at the 3D IMAX at the Chinese theater.
That was my first time doing that as well.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie in 3D IMAX specifically at the Chinese theater.
I was blown away.
It was pretty epic, man. And
should we talk about what the movie is?
yeah, everyone's like, what the fuck did you watch? We watched Spider-Man Homecoming.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Amazing.
Amazing. I have to say this right here, right now. And I've said this on social media before. I've written about it, whatever. I'm going to say it here on the podcast now. Tom Holland, the actor who played Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Did you know he's English?
No, he's not.
He's fucking English.
He really is?
He's English.
I know he's 14.
Yeah, he just turned 21.
What?
He just turned 21
You're
last
ruining
month.
Peter Parker for me.
Well, oh, sorry. No,
Wait,
but
no, that sounded really creepy.
You know, the first time, did you see Civil War?
No.
I hate you right now.
Listen,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Okay, so here's the thing with this whole podcast. I'm a nerd. I'm a big film nerd, okay? But, like, I really gotta, like, embrace more of the comic book, and I can't get into the horror thing just yet. I know you're a big horror person.
That's where you and I don't agree, because I am a huge fan of horror. Oh, by the way, rest in peace, George Romero. My God.
Oh, yeah, fucking A. I heard about that.
Yeah, dude.
That's nuts.
The OG zombie fucking maker,
And Martin
man.
Landau? This was a shitty
That's
week.
crazy. That's
This was a
fucking
shitty
crazy.
week.
Everybody's dying. Oh man.
Well, none of
let's
us get out
let's not
alive.
let's not go on a dark turn here.
Yeah, I know. We're really
No,
getting morbid now.
No, but back to Spider-Man though. So like, you never saw Civil War, which I'm gonna force you to watch it now.
I'll watch it.
I'll just
I
say
enjoy
that. I'll just say
films.
this briefly for those listening. Spider-Man, his first appearance, Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Oh, he was in another movie?
His first appearance was in Civil War, Captain America: Civil War, the third installment.
Was he
of
like
the...
that post-credit thing?
No.
By the
He
way,
was-
I didn't get the post-credit thing. That's
No.
Spider-Man.
Okay, that one.
Can we
I
ruin
was
the
like,
movie
what's
right now for people?
No. Well, okay, if you're listening now, you may not want to.
Spoilers ahead.
Yeah, spoilers ahead.
Turn off the... Well, don't turn off the podcast.
No.
Maybe
no.
we should just talk about it off air.
Okay, but
Because I didn't fucking understand anything.
well, no. So it was like a continuation. You could see that from the beginning. Like, like Peter Parker, he gets approached by Tony Stark, Iron Man.
Right.
In
Robert
Civil
Downey.
War, and he kind of joins the Avengers in the fight. You know,
Right.
it was Captain America versus Iron Man.
Oh, so he fought with the event. I gotta watch
He
that
fought with the
movie. All right.
Avengers, yeah. Well, if you read the comics, he actually does eventually become a part of the Avengers.
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, yeah. There's a lot of people in the Avengers that they don't showcase in the films that are in the comics.
Okay.
But
get-
that's a whole fucking.
I get a feeling I need a like a refresher course before I go to Comic-Con.
Yeah. Well,
I should probably watch that movie tonight.
you should because it's fucking amazing.
I'll do that tonight.
But it's got like a really epic fight scene between Iron Man, my favorite, between Iron Man, Winter Soldier, and Captain America. That
Okay.
like. Every time I see it, I get all fucking giddy
Well,
inside.
I also want to see Spider-Man again because I was kind of distracted during the movie.
Yes, you had a date with you.
I took a J-Swipe date with me.
Wait, was it a J?
Was it J-Swipe? No, it was Tinder, but she was Jewish.
Oh, pfft.
We're close enough. No, because I don't know why I did that. Why did I do that? That was
Well,
so stupid.
the funniest part about that whole situation was
She
that
asked all these questions that I couldn't answer.
she was talking during the movie,
so talkative.
She was talking during the
so
movie.
talkative.
and then I was like, "Want some popcorn?" No, but the
dying
movie
for-
was amazing. Like, not to spoil it for everybody listening, because I mean, I don't know about you, but
It
I
just
did
came
not
out.
see that coming. What happened towards the end there? That whole
Oh, yeah.
that little what's the word
Right.
I'm looking for?
I don't think we should say anything.
No, but
I know what you're talking about, though.
yeah.
You're talking about...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just signaled it.
Yeah. there was like a surprise that happened where you're just like, what
It's a
the-
real turn.
And I did not expect that at all. Like, not one bit. I was very shocked. I was like, what the hell?
I wasn't expecting a lot from this. I was thinking it was going to be like 13 Reasons Why.
No, okay, let's
Spider-Man.
not compare
I thought they were
13
trying to-
Reasons Why to Spider-Man.
Well, you know how everything's still,
totally,
like,
no.
young?
I will say this, because I haven't been able to squeeze this in there yet, but, you know, since I saw Tom Holland portray Spider-Man in Civil War...
He's the best Spider-Man.
When I saw Civil War, I was like, they nailed it. They finally nailed it. Because, you know, they had Tobey Maguire. He portrayed Spider-Man.
He was a good Spider-Man, though.
Okay.
He was a good Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Okay, I will agree with that.
Like, that was a good tandem.
Andrew Garfield, I never bothered to watch it
Garfield,
because
I couldn't get into.
all my nerd friends were like, don't even bother watching it. It sucks.
No.
So I was like, okay, I'm not going to fucking watch it.
He's more like a speed racer. Right?
I actually was listening to another podcast where they described Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man as being a hipster Spider-Man.
Dude, you want to hear something funny?
And I never saw it, so I can't really, you know.
He was just, honestly, I don't even remember the movie. It was so terrible. But I actually auditioned for Speed Racer.
Okay, that's
Like
hilarious.
years ago when they cast the fucking Wachowski brothers Speed
That
Racer.
is funny.
They did a nationwide hunt.
Okay,
And I had
okay.
representation in Boston. and I auditioned for Speed Racer.
What's that theme song?
Ah, fuck. Go Speed Racer, go.
Go Speed Racer, go. Yeah.
And it didn't work out. Fuck you, Emil Hirsch.
Damn.
Wait, he might be on the podcast. We can't say that.
Okay, anyways, we'll just edit that out. But, no, like, when I saw Tom Holland portray Spider-Man in Civil War, I was like, holy shit, they nailed it.
Is he really in a lot of it?
Yeah, like they show a part where Tony Stark.
I'm just gonna watch it.
You just have to watch it. We'll just leave it at that. You just have to watch it.
I'll watch it.
But and like what they showed, you still remember the beginning of Spider-Man: Homecoming where he's like, kind of like doing a little video, kind of vlog type thing. Because because it's almost kind of like a continuation of what happened in Civil War. You know, it's like almost a continuation of that.
I thought it was cool the way they made it like, oh, he's like he's a real nerd in high school.
Yeah.
Like, Tobey Maguire was like a nerd, but he was more like the outsider nerd.
Yeah.
You know? They made him look like he was stuffed in a locker's nerd in this.
Yeah.
Like, they were making fun of him. There was some bullying going on, which I don't encourage.
And he was friends with, another nerd.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
I thought it was really... Even the nerdy girl was like, you're not cool enough to hang out with me. Like, I thought that was kind of cool. I like that. And I really like what they did. Who's the director on this?
Actually,
was it an unknown guy?
It was if I remember correctly, because I thought I had remembered looking this up before.
I think I asked you this before. I think that's why.
And it was some dude. We because remember before we saw it, we were like, okay, who directed this first?
Yeah,
of all?
because I think he really nailed it. He nailed the atmosphere.
I don't think he's really known for much of anything before this. So
it's crazy that he got that franchise like off the bat. You know what I mean? To be able to do your first major movie, Spider-Man, that's pretty.
That's actually very true.
Fucking
that's very
crazy.
Because like James Gunn, he did Guardians of the Galaxy 2, and everybody was.
He did the first one too.
Did he do the first one?
Yeah, James Gunn did the first one.
Wait, he did the first one?
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Oh my god. Okay, so the director that directed John Watts is his name.
John Watts. What did he do before this?
So what he did, he's young too. He's 36. He did a movie called Cop Car with
Cop Car.
What looks like
is that
Kevin
the one
Bacon.
with
Kevin Bacon.
Okay. I'm thinking of the one with Tracy Morgan.
Oh wait.
What's that one? Wait, Cop Out?
I don't remember what that one is.
I don't know. But it was a terrible movie.
Yeah. But
okay, so he didn't really do anything big before.
No, I'm actually looking. I remember looking him up before, and I was like, I don't know any of these things. He did a movie called Clown, which looks like a horror film.
That's my fear.
The Onion News Network, which looks like a series, bunch of series. He did a thing called Onion Sports Day. Jewish Santa is coming, a short film in 2010.
That sounds like something
I don't think he's really known for much of anything. I think this is probably his. This is definitely
crazy.
His biggest project.
Off the bat, you're fucking like throwing into. I want to know the story behind that. I'm sure there's some kind of story.
Yeah, and not to mention when you look at his filmography, he doesn't have that much either. Like it's not like he has a long list of like short films.
That's what I like about Hollywood, man. Hollywood's taking a lot of chances now.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I feel like they have to.
I feel like indie film is coming up, which I really love because I think a lot of indie films are too underrated. They deserve a chance, man. So.
I totally agree with you.
For sure.
You know, we're lucky. We live in Los Angeles where we get to see everything.
Yeah.
You know, so I love that. Like, I love the Cine Family. That's shout out to the silent movie theater, Cine Family.
Cine Family, Cinespia, where they have the screenings in the cemetery. That's always fun.
I meant to tell you, we have to go see Mickey Rourke's going to be there, but he's not in the movie.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's Buffalo 66.
Wait,
They're showing that at Hollywood Forever.
At Hollywood Forever.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But Mickey Rourke's the special guest. I don't think he's not in that movie. It's a Vincent Gallo movie.
Yeah, it's okay. I remember seeing that now.
Yeah, it's got Christina Ricci.
Okay, I love her.
Post Casper, Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Hot Christina Ricci.
Ricci.
No, I'm totally down for that. So we'll definitely get that, and we could maybe even do like a live blog.
Yeah.
We could vlog.
We could do like a live stream.
Because our thing with this podcast too is I have my podcast, she has her podcast and her own radio show, and you know she's way more accomplished than the other guy in this room. But we really want to bring the audience in with us on this. We want you to enjoy the ride, if you will. You know.
We want you
jump
guys,
in the DeLorean.
We want exactly. We want you guys to kind of feel what we're feeling, be on the same page. You know,
laugh with us, cry with us.
Yeah, laugh with us, cry with us. We're even thinking about doing some streams on Twitch for video gaming.
We're gonna be doing some Twitch streams. I love video games. I'm a big video game guy. I'm a console gamer.
What are you playing right now?
I'm fucking Overwatch, man. I'm so deep into Overwatch.
I really wanted to get that game, and my girlfriend was like, don't do it. I was like, why? Does it suck? And she's like, no, it's going to consume your life.
It fucking really does. I lost the job because of it.
To be honest, I'm also notorious for, like, starting a game and then putting it down and starting another game. Like if I'm playing a campaign of something.
Yep.
Like I still haven't beat Arkham fucking Knight.
I'm a multiplayer guy. I like the trash talk.
I like to. Okay, see,
I love yelling at
I like to
people.
multiplayer as well. I play Call of Duty. I play online. I play with a bunch of fucking. I have a clan of girlfriends that are really, really good. And
How come I'm not introduced to these clan of girlfriends?
I'll introduce you to this clan of girlfriends. They're fucking. They kill, man. Like literally, we'll go into a lobby on multiplayer, and we'll all be at the top of the leaderboard. And then all these fucking young 12-year-old boys will be like, go in the kitchen to make me a sandwich. And I'm like, why? Because we're kicking your ass? It doesn't make any sense.
That's a little rude.
Yeah, man. The things
rude.
they say on there.
Well, I'm older now, so I have more sophisticated insults for these kids.
Okay.
I do a lot of abortion jokes. A lot of you're an accident. I'll even go with, Anyways, no, we're going to do Twitch streams, which will be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're going to be doing that live watch a movie with us while we talk
Yes,
thing.
for those of you listening right now, you can win a chance to either screen a film of your choice or screen a film that we choose with us.
Yep.
Or play video games.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be a
fun.
really fun podcast. I
I'm
think it's
really
going to be
stoked
really
about it.
cool. This is kind of like our introduction, if you will.
Yep.
But we're actually going to have a format.
Yes, we're going to have
Allegedly,
a format.
right?
We're going to talk about what we're watching, what we're playing.
And it's cool because we're diverse.
We're very diverse.
Like, you're way more into
Comic
like the horror
books
thing,
and horror.
the comic book thing, and I'm more into like the Jarmusch films, like
Yeah.
and wrestling. I'm
Yeah,
a big
exactly.
WWE guy.
And it's and
I'll
the
get you
irony in that
converted.
is that I wrestle, but I don't know any fucking wrestlers.
But you really wrestle. Like,
I do
you're not
wrestle.
predetermined outcomes.
But I do pro style wrestling as well. I did stuff on WEW.
Glow.
Women's Extreme Wrestling, WEW on pay per view. WEW, yeah.
WEW.
Oh yeah, let me pull
Women's
this shit up.
Extreme Wrestling. See, I'm like old school, like
They sell,
WWE.
they sell the DVDs on at fucking
I'll
Best
even
Buy.
watch some New Japan if I'm feeling feisty. No, I love. Okay, so like movies are my thing. Video games, definitely wrestling.
And definitely wrestling.
I'm getting into TV. I'm transitioning into good TV shows. Actually, dude, so I was talking to this girl off Tinder, Alexa, the fucking Alexa that I keep. Yeah,
the one that you keep. Is her name really Alexa?
Her
or you
name's
just
really
call me
Alexa,
that?
which is my favorite. I'm surprised it's not going off right now. It's
Yeah.
my favorite piece of technology since the iPhone, by far. And she happens to like work in film. And she showed me this super cool movie. I can't talk about it though. I had to use like a password to log in, but it was super dope. Holy shit! She's showing me pictures of women's extreme wrestling.
Where I'm being lifted over.
Is that
girls.
Candice LeRae? Who
No,
is that?
no. This is just chick named Dia Zerba.
Dia Zerba looks fucking wow. Let's put we're gonna put these on socials. This is not a visual podcast.
Yeah, it's not a visual audio
but
format.
we'll make it a visual podcast.
We're actually
that's
going
in the
to
works.
We're gonna do video for sure.
We got some cool stuff in the works.
We have some cool stuff in the works. We're gonna have a lot of content for when we come back from Comic-Con.
Oh my god, we're gonna have so much content. We're doing live from Comic-Con.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the
We're
Machinima
bringing the
party.
broadcast gear.
We're gonna go to the Machinima party on
The
Thursday,
Machinima
tomorrow
party.
night. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rock my drive jacket. I'm gonna just wear the drive jacket.
I'm just excited to see your face because if you've never been to this before and it's your first time, it's gonna be, especially because it's now, right? Like if this would be 15 years ago, Comic-Con
Right.
was way more like
niche, like small.
like it was a lot smaller. Like
Okay.
now it's just too cool. Everybody thinks they're cool because they're going to it, type of thing. So everybody fucking has to go, right? So like now it's just a sea of people, dude. Like when you're trying
Really?
to cross the street, there's like a sea of people in costumes, and it's like, oh, we're going to war. You know what I mean?
Do people get really into like taking over the character, like kayfabe?
Some people, okay, there are some cosplayers that like to be in character. Like, okay, did you ever see? Okay, you remember Thanos?
From the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Spader.
So there
Wasn't it James Spader?
was it.
I think it
I
was.
don't remember that ever.
James Spader, great actor. Great actor.
I love him, but no, Thanos.
He's the guy with like the thing.
He's got the-
and he's got a purple face.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's a guy who cosplays as him, and he'll be in character, like talking like him and everything, because it's a big, like a big costume and shit.
This is gonna be intense.
And when I pose for pictures, I always like to embody the character that I'm playing.
I've
So-
noticed that.
So if I'm Catwoman, I like to swing my fucking whip around,
Right.
and, whatever. If I'm Psylocke, I like to do little mind games and shit,
I think all women love to do mind games.
Yeah, if I'm Deadpool, I like to be goofy.
Okay.
So I was Deadpool last year.
I'd be a good Deadpool.
I have a Deadpool costume.
Can I be Deadpool like pre-Deadpool? Wait, you have a Deadpool costume?
I have a
Am
Deadpool
gonna
costume.
fit in a Deadpool costume of yours?
You might fit in it.
I don't know.
I have the mask. You can
I
wear
got
the
small
mask.
tits. I got no titty. No, so I was gonna do the drive jacket, and then like I don't know, should I just go to Hollywood Boulevard and buy something?
Dude, there's the costume store. You can just buy something.
I know, but I
that's
want to be like a cool costume guy. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to be just like fucking
You don't wanna
Spider-Man
put-
walking.
yeah,
I
you
feel like
wanna-
there's a million
No,
Spider-Mans.
you
want to
do something epic, like how I'm like making my costume. And it's
Yeah.
epic.
Like drive guy is easy. I don't have to talk either. I can just walk around with the sunglasses on.
You
and
just
the
need
driving
gloves, which we can get tomorrow.
Yeah, that's super easy. No, I'm stoked. I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be super fun. Mm-hmm. And I think everyone listening is going to be pretty excited.
Yeah.
Right?
I hope so. I
hope so, too.
think everybody's gonna like it. We're gonna do a lot of video game reviews, movie reviews, just like
Yeah.
we did today with Spider-Man. I mean,
This is just a taste.
that's just the tip.
This is just the tip. Just the tip. That's it. We haven't even like gone full blown yet.
No.
No, I'm excited. This is going to be really fun. I'm super excited for Comic-Con. I'm going to document everything and on my social,
Yep.
on my Instagram. I'm an Instagram guy. That's like my
Yeah.
favorite thing.
I'm
Like,
all
that's
over
what
the
it
place.
is.
I'm on Twitter.
Well, you have like followers on that thing.
Yeah, I have a shit ton of followers.
You know, my Instagram, I just broke 1,000. I'm happy about that. You know, I don't buy followers like some people.
Neither do I. Just so we're clear
Those
here.
posers out there. But yeah, I think this is gonna be super fun. Any closing remarks? What are we thinking?
Speaking of social media, why don't you throw out your social media right now?
I should plug my Instagram.
You should.
Follow me at that guy Vance.
Just on Instagram? That's it.
That's Instagram. I guess Snapchat. That's creepy, right?
I mean, you don't use Snapchat, or you? I mean,
I
not-
kind of used to. I mean, for other reasons.
Okay, well, just. Anyways, I'm at Annie fucking Cruz on Twitter, at Annie Cruz on Instagram. You can follow. Oh, I also have a cosplay page at Annie Cruz Cosplay on Instagram as well. Yeah, so follow us on our exploits. We're probably
We'll go live. We'll go Instagram live.
We'll go Instagram
this
live.
is gonna be fun.
And there's gonna be more to come.
Way more. Enjoy the ride. Buckle up. It might get bumpy. Annie Cruz.
Steve Vance.
We are in the car right now.
It's the long road to Comic-Con.
The long road to the con. My first con.
Your first con, my, I don't know, 10th, 15th, 20th, something like that. I lost track.
I'm excited that we're taking the listener on a journey with us.
Yeah, you guys are on the journey with us. Now, here's the interesting part. Like, I've only ever driven to San Diego Comic-Con from LA. You know, I've lived in LA for 13 years. And every year that I would go to Comic-Con, I would always take the train. Because the train is such a beautiful thing, you know? It's almost the same length as driving with no traffic. And there's a bar and a cafe and Wi-Fi.
Why didn't we take this way then? Why we should have taken the train?
I know. I don't know why.
We're driving. We're driving for the pleasure of the listeners. That's why.
Well, the adventure, man.
We're doing this for them.
It's the adventure. Plus, I had too many props and shit. That was part of it.
We have so many guns in this car.
Yeah, like if we get pulled over,
we're going to jail for a long time.
Traffic reported ahead.
Thanks, Siri.
Heavy traffic. Thanks, Siri.
Yeah, as you can.
Co-pilot Siri now.
Yeah, but yeah, but I think that's part of the reason why we drove. I had way too many costumes, too many props. I said, fuck it, let's just drive. You know, I haven't driven in years. I can't even remember the last. I think the last con I drove to was probably like 6 or 7 years ago. But it's fine because you know we have each other. We wouldn't be able to do this podcast right now.
You know, I'm going live on Instagram too.
Do it.
I'm gonna go live. We're gonna go live on the Instagram. We're gonna put this right up here.
You could have put it right here.
Look at this.
Oh, too bad you don't have the.
Oh, would it stick?
No, it will when you put.
Will it
okay,
stick
pause
to
it
my
real quick.
phone?
Yeah. Do you have a case?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I have this.
No. Take.
Oh, I have a bumper.
No. Listen.
Should I do the bumper?
Listen. Take this. It's a very strong magnetic. No. Look.
What am I doing?
Take the magnet from my
Take
case.
the magnet. Look, we're good. So this is all live, guys. By the way, so we are.
Put this in your
what is
case.
this? I don't
Put
have
it,
a case.
No. Oh, you don't have a case?
Can I stick it on? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Just stick on there.
Okay, yeah, and then put it on there.
Oh shit! Look at this live
Hey!
driving to Comic-Con. Now there's visual to go with this. This is
Is it
awesome.
live right now?
Yeah, we're live. All right, so now we are what, like an hour out?
We're like an hour and a half out because
We are-
traffic sucks, man.
Traffic sucks, but we are on the way to the con.
We are on the road.
Comic-Con, baby.
My new roommate and I here.
That's it.
We're like roommate bonding. on
This
trip.
is total roommate
This is like
bondage.
total roommate bonding.
That sounds
going- Well,
weird.
no, that sounds weird.
That sounds
roommate
terrible.
bonding.
Roommate
going
bonding.
on right now. Roommate bonding.
It's fucking going down.
We are
So
on the
bad.
road to Comic-Con right now, y'all.
We're on the road. Oh shit. We're losing everything. Hold on here. Okay, this is not working at all. At all. Where'd the fucking clip thing go? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna clip this in here. We're still live, but you know.
Yeah, whatever.
It's cool. Everybody likes us.
I just need to pay attention to where we're going.
Yeah, you pay attention, and I'm gonna try and figure out this fucking live thing. Alright, there we go.
Oh, there we go. There we
No,
go. Hi,
don't
everyone.
touch it.
Is people talking? What are
I
they
don't know.
saying?
I can't see it. Hold on. You know what? Hey! How's everybody? I can't see. It's saying
Okay,
stuff.
so y'all
Anyways.
are joining us on
Oh my
the
god,
long
the
road to
audio
Comic-Con.
podcast is gonna be like, what the fuck am I listening
Well,
to?
I'm gonna edit it.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, so we're on the long road to Comic-Con.
long road to Comic-Con. We're on the way right now.
We are going.
I was originally gonna go this morning,
Someone's
But-
commenting.
but my roommate here decided that he was gonna come. what,
Yeah.
Like yesterday. Or
Yes.
something.
Well, we have a podcast.
We have a podcast.
We have a podcast together. We have Advanced Cruise Control.
Advanced Cruise Control.
Because I'm Steve Vance.
And I'm Annie Cruz. Get it? Get it? God, we're such
It's
dorks.
funny because
Anyways.
it's true. So here's what we're doing. So we're doing a live podcast on here. You know, as should we show the people? Oh fuck! Now I'm hitting the microphones. Jesus, we have microphones set up. Look at this.
We're recording from the car
We're
right
recording
now.
right now, live from the vehicle. We are live, and this is our first episode,
This is our first episode.
which is super fucking exciting.
And I
My
think
first Comic-Con.
yeah, your first Comic-Con, my like 50th, whatever, 50th, 5,000th, 5,000.
That's a lot of
I don't even
hundreds.
fucking know. Anyways,
What are people saying?
I don't know. What are they saying?
I'll check out your podcast. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Deucer. Deucer.
It's
All
gonna
right,
be,
rock
we
and
should-
roll, man.
We should explain to everyone listening right now what to expect from this podcast, right? It's gonna be completely.
Princess Grace loves you so much.
Mwah, love you, Princess Grace.
Princess Grace looks hot.
I can't see because I'm driving.
I'll pay attention
don't
to
get
this.
me into
You
a
do
car
that.
accident over here.
On the phone with my girlfriend. Okay. Well, he's on the phone with his girlfriend, so he's busy. Whoa. Did you just grab my nipple for the stop short? That was a total stop short.
I need to pay attention
All right,
to the road.
you need to pay attention to the
I'm gonna
road.
pay
We're
attention
gonna
to the
die.
road.
They might see us die live on Instagram Live.
Oh my god!
Hey, by
And
the way,
that's how
R.I.P.
Cruz-
Chester.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
So,
What are people saying? Let's see. I can hear you. Drive safely. What's up with Miss Cruz? See you at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to the con.
Who else is gonna be at
Is
the con?
Do they call it the con? Or is that nerd? Is that stupid? I feel like I shouldn't abbreviate con.
SDCC?
That sounds like a disease. I contracted the SDCC when I was in Mexico.
Ew.
That's
That's
terrible.
disgusting.
Oh man. So yeah, so we are on our way. We're super excited. Hall H.
I'm in the car. Oh, who's gonna? Okay, what's going on in college? Should we
I don't
look
know.
at the? Should we look at the
Should
app?
we look up what's in here? I can't. The fucking phone's over there.
We're
We're not doing any more technology. We got
No more-
the
no,
we have an
I'm driving.
iPad
I gotta
going.
keep
I got
my eye
the
on the
fucking
road.
computer. This
Eye
is
on the
nuts.
road. Eye on
What
the
are they
road.
saying? Don't pay too much attention on social media while driving. I'm not driving. I'm paying attention. You're driving.
I'm driving.
We're good.
My roommate. Oh God, my roommate over here is taking care of.
Con is fine. All right, cool. Con is fine.
He's a virgin to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm popping my cherry this weekend, man.
So,
First con.
Watch out. Vehicle stopped on
Thanks,
shoulder
Siri.
ahead.
This is
Thanks,
gonna be
thanks,
fun.
Siri.
This is gonna be super fun. Oh my god, this is like the longest ride ever.
Dude, it is the longest ride ever. I'm gonna
What
make
are
you take
people
over in
saying?
like half
Let's
an
see.
hour.
I'll start driving. Watch out, the vehicle stopped on the shoulder.
You can hear Siri.
People
Oh,
are
no,
talking
yeah.
about Siri. Yeah, we are talking about Siri. We're still going live on audio. We got live on video.
So let's talk about the panels, right?
Yeah, let's talk.
I really
Who's at the
wanted to.
panels?
I'm pretty okay. We're going to the Robot Chicken panel.
I gotta
tomorrow.
tilt my chair back. I feel like Christopher Reeves.
Robot Chicken panel is tomorrow,
much.
and I think I should get out of the
Okay.
carpool lane because I feel like being in the
I
carpool
feel like
lane
the
is doing
carpool lane's
nothing.
slowing us down.
Look at this fucking dude in front of us is
This
like,
guy's a fucking mook.
He's
Come on,
fucking
man.
driving
Look
so
at this
slow.
guy. Fuck you.
This motherfucker was behind me and he's
All
like,
right.
I'm getting out of the carpool lane.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Okay.
So anyways.
So Hall H, what's going to be there? Do we know?
Honestly, I really don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I never wait in line for Hall H because Hall H, everybody camps out there. I'm not doing that.
Okay. No, I'm not
fucking doing
camping. I don't camp.
We're going to a party tonight, though.
Yeah, we got a big, the Machinima.
The Machinima
The
Party.
Machinima party.
If you guys are familiar with Machinima, I did a couple of things with them recently.
We're big video gamers. I'm a big gamer.
That's what's you can expect that from this podcast, right? We're
Yes.
going to be playing video games.
This is going to be fun. No, I'm really excited. And Hall H.
What are you looking forward to? Because you've never been to this before.
So I don't know what to
I've told
expect.
you, and that you've heard of.
Well, okay. So I brought my costume. I have a costume.
He
to
has
wear
a
to it.
costume. I
I'm
told
gonna
him
wear
he
my
has to dress
costume.
up.
Yeah.
Because I'm dressing up.
So I'm gonna wear my costume. Excited to wear my costume in public. I'm excited to wander the con.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get lost in the con culture. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to
You're
become
squeezing through
a
the
part of
sea
the con.
people.
Yeah. Who's this? This guy goes, I'm here because I love and now we drink. Hey, I was on that.
He was a guest on it.
I was a guest
and now
on
he's
that.
my roommate. Isn't
And
that
now,
funny?
Isn't that strange? We went from guests to roommates, which is kind of weird.
We
like
went
house
from
guests.
We went from guests to friends
Mhm.
to roommates.
Best friends now.
Now we're like besties.
Fucking A. We're doing the
Bro.
con together.
Going to the con together. I was gonna go by myself.
Yeah, no, we're launching this thing at Comic-Con. We are on the road to Comic-Con right now. I'm really looking forward to the video game stuff. I want to see all the
Let's talk about what we're playing though. What are you playing right now?
I'm an Overwatch guy. It's super addicting, but you know what? It's super fun. And I like either using Lucio, who's this black guy on roller skates. So he almost looks like he's playing ice hockey, but he's like a DJ,
Okay.
and he's from Jamaica.
So I've been playing a couple of different things actually. So usually I like to play Call of Duty like multiplayer with my girls and stuff, but I loaned my game to a really good friend of mine. So I started playing zombies on Infinite Warfare.
You guys are hooked on
Rave in the Redwoods, man,
that. You guys are
is
hooked.
the shit. So I've been having fun with that, but I also I still need to fucking beat. I started playing The Last of Us.
Did you?
Yeah, the remastered
I've heard that's
version for
amazing.
PS Yeah, it is, dude. It's like watching a fucking movie.
See, because I'm an Xbox guy, so I never got a chance to really play
See,
that.
I play both.
Somebody beat
Okay,
that.
wait. Have you ever played what's that fucking movie? BioShock?
Oh, BioShock's amazing.
I love BioShock.
I was a big BioShock.
Third
BioShock
one-
Infinite was really great.
No, BioShock Infinite is by far the best one in that series. I mean, 1 and 2 are very similar, but
I like
BioShock
the
Infinite,
one where you go into what's the one where you're underwater the whole time?
that's Rapture, yeah, in BioShock 1 and
What
2.
are these people saying? Let's see. Injustice 2. We got an Injustice 2
Oh yeah,
player.
Injustice is fun.
Oh, Raven the Redwood. Lawrence, level 30. Level 30.
Level 30,
He has
Raven the Redwood.
way too much free time on his hands.
Wait, by himself? By
You
yourself?
got level 30 by yourself? No way. Mortal Kombat,
believe it.
a classic.
Oh wait, DC. Who has played?
These birds.
Who has played DC versus Mortal Kombat, or Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe?
Is that a good one?
Yeah, I have it. I actually have it.
You know what I've just finished, and it's amazing, and it's an emotional journey, is Firewatch.
Wait, Firewatch?
So the game is, you are this guy whose wife died, okay?
Okay.
Or divorced. One or the other, I
Okay.
forget. And basically what happens is, you decide to become a fucking park ranger. And you go to this park, and the only other character in the game is this woman on a walkie-talkie in the other tower. And you never see her. You just talk to her on the walkie-talkie, and like all this weird shit starts happening, and it's like there's a conspiracy theory involved, and it's very emotional, and you're alone a lot.
Conspiracy theory.
It's
Okay.
really fucking intense, and it's all in first person, so it's like you're climbing mountains, and you're in a cage.
It's a first
And
person
it's-
game. All
I
right.
got pulled over.
Firewatch?
Yeah, Firewatch. Any Firewatch fans out here?
What's going on in there? What are they saying?
The number one game I play in my life is Outlast.
Outlast.
I don't
okay.
know.
What's Outlast? What is that?
Lawrence Fuller is at Ivana Chubbuck's right now listening to us. I'm sure she's rolling over. Is she dead? She's not dead.
Oh my gosh,
She's not dead. She's not dead.
What are you
No.
talking about?
She's probably not happy with someone listening to a podcast while she's trying
He
to train.
probably has his headphones on
He's
and is like trying to be sneaky.
trying trying to be sneaky, watching the live podcast.
The live stream.
Live streaming.
Live streaming.
All over the world.
Okay, wait. So, what other games am I playing? I mean,
I don't know. You know what I just got, and like, it's super old, but it's fun as fuck. Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption is fun.
I was a fan. I like getting lost in the desert with my horse. They're making a new one.
I like thinking Red Dead Redemption is like the Western version of Grand Theft Auto.
Yes. I think it's made by the same people.
Yeah.
It is. Wait, what is this? She's not dead. She's almost dead. That's terrible.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Exit onto exit.
Why would you make jokes like that?
That's not fun for anybody
What is
involved.
this?
Who's this now? Marty goes, I want to try Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight is
Arkham
fun.
Knight's dope as fuck.
Arkham Knight is dope as fuck, but be
Yes.
prepared to fucking
Great
get
story.
pissed off
Why?
at having to drive the Batmobile, because driving the Batmobile when I first started playing, I mean,
I had fun driving the Batmobile.
Listen, my one guy friend who's a gamer, right?
It gets repetitive.
Like everybody kept telling me, and it's not that it's like, okay, that sounds very sexist. Never mind. Let me start all over. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
What was his name? Resident Evil.
Oh wait, Resident Evil's my favorite. Oh, I just bought 7.
We gotta get the VR.
I want to get VR. We should get that. I just bought Resident Evil 7 because Resident Evil is like one of my favorite games. Right now, since we're recording right now, I'm just going to put it out there.
Yep.
Resident Evil 2, throwing it way, way back. Resident Evil 2, Code Veronica, those are my top 2 fucking favorites. I did like
Veronica.
4. I hated 5. And 4. So like...
They lost me after 3. I just
Code
I don't
Veronica,
know.
4, Code Veronica and 4.
I didn't-
Resident Evil 2...
I don't know.
Fucking Code
was
Veronica,
scary.
and then Resident Evil 4. I got 7, started playing it in the dark by myself because that's just how crazy I am when I play that fucking game. And I
One
just
guy
haven't had
just
time to
sent
fucking
eggplant.
play. Oh, because that's what makes you, that's how you feel about Resident Evil? Eggplant?
The
Okay.
eggplant.
Alrighty then.
That
Good talk.
racist.
Good
It's
talk.
racist for Resident Evil. Let's see.
That is kind of racist.
Borderlands was fun. Borderlands was fun.
Borderlands! Yes, Borderlands is
cartoony
fun.
one, right?
That got that Aussie chicken there.
Yes.
Borderlands is fun. Mm-hmm.
No, I played
Fallout.
Fallout.
I still
great
haven't
game.
beat Fallout 4,
Great game.
but
But here's my
love
thing.
that game.
I get bored. Like
Wait,
I'm
with Fallout?
when you're like 25 hours into something.
So you don't
I
like
don't know.
RPGs? You don't like
No,
RPGs?
I can't do the RPGs.
I love
can't do it.
RPGs.
Like I
Man,
bought
remember when did you ever play Final Fantasy?
the 7 is the only one I played.
See,
7's
7
like
is
the one I
legit
played.
though, with Cloud and Tifa.
And fucking who's Barrett, the guy with the fucking
Dude.
gun, the black guy with the gun.
Yeah, Final
hand.
Fantasy 7 is a classic, and I think
7
I almost
is
feel like
good.
that's everybody's favorite Final Fantasy game.
Well, I mean,
Anybody in the room here want to agree with that? Final Fantasy 7?
Pokemon Go. Tinder is my favorite game right now. That's what's taking up most of my time. This fucking Tinder. Oh man. And J-Swipe. Big fan of the J-Swipe.
Oh my lord. What are they
No,
saying?
let's see. Skyrim. Yes.
Oh,
that was fun.
Skyrim.
That's another one where like I don't really get involved with the story.
You don't like RPGs.
I just wander around.
You don't like RPGs. Just,
Yeah,
you don't
I
like.
think that's
You're not an
it.
RPG guy.
I'm not an RPG. I'm more of a shooter guy.
You're okay. You have Xbox. You like Gears of War.
I'm an Gears of War.
Gears
one
of
my
War
favorite
is like
games.
fucking fun as
Gears
fuck.
of War 4, the Horde mode. Me and my buddy and my brother.
Is it the mode where you can like battle people
No,
or
it's
something?
the 3 of yous or 4 of yous versus like a fucking horde of zombies,
Oh wait, that's
like
right. I don't think
aliens
I'm
and
trying to think
monsters
if I
and
played
shit.
that.
It's kind of like zombies on COD, but I think it's way more fun.
I'm trying to remember. I think I played it once.
What are people saying? Final Fantasy Tactics, Uncharted. Uncharted
Wait, what's
is.
Final Fantasy Tactics?
It's RPG. It's not my thing. I'm just not really.
Final Fantasy. I don't even know. Final
But
See,
Uncharted.
okay, I will say this. If we're gonna go back to Final Fantasy real quick, okay. So for the record, okay. Final Fantasy, I stopped playing after 12 because when they started reducing the tit size of all the female characters
What?
because they're trying to be more PC or whatever the
On
fuck. I don't
Final
even know.
Fantasy?
Yeah, Final Fantasy. And they
I didn't
changed
know they
the
had
battle
tits.
mode. I'm like, how are you gonna fucking change the way, the reason why people like Final Fantasy to begin with? How are you gonna fucking change it all of a sudden? So that's my fucking whole thing on that. I stopped playing after 12. Might even been after. I think 11 might even been the last one I played.
Yeah, see, I never got into like any of the Japanese stuff, like the Final Fantasies, the Dragon Balls,
The Dragon Ball.
you know, any of
Dragon Ball Z.
I just wasn't.
Dragon Balls.
It's pronounced Dragon Ball Z.
It's Dragon Ball
Okay.
Z.
Dying Light. Oh, Dying Light. Is that the one?
I heard about that.
Is
game.
that the first person like Dead
I heard-
Island? 'Cause I like
actually,
Dead Island.
I heard about this game.
It's like Dead Island, right? Who's this? Who said that?
In 1,000 feet,
It's Julio.
keep left.
Julio?
Well, it's not Julio.
Final
Julio.
Fantasy turned gay when Final Fantasy X came out.
Thank you.
Okay, so he agrees with us.
7 was
I just can't
shit.
get into it. I can't get into the Final Fantasy. Like, after the Chocobo racing, I would buy a game where it's just like illegal Chocobo racing. If that was a game, is that
You
a game?
ever play Devil May Cry?
Yes, I like Devil May Cry.
Okay.
I like that.
I like Devil May Cry.
I like the, what was the Ninja Gaiden games? The really hard ninja games? Those are really fun. Dude, ask her if she has played Last of Us. We haven't.
Oh, I
We're-
have.
you
I've
started, right?
started it, but I haven't finished it yet. I have the remastered Last of Us for PS4. I love that game. Love it.
Oh, you know what? I play Grand Theft Auto 5 online. I love the online on Grand Theft Auto because my guy looks just like me. Stevie Spraytan. That's my guy. And he's a boss, dude. He drives like this old fucking like Camaro, like brown thing, and he wears a hat. He's gangster as fuck. And I like to just fuck people up. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Gangsters? Fuck.
Trying to be gangster. How much fucking longer do we have in this car?
We still have an hour and 8 minutes.
What's your PSN ID?
Annie Cruz.
Annie Cruz. My Xbox gamer tag, Stevie Spraytan.
Is it really Stevie
It
Spraytan?
really is. There's a whole thing to it.
This
But-
fucking guy.
Stevie Spraytan, man. And I'm always on Overwatch, though. Overwatch is like what
I want to play Overwatch.
It's
That is
super
one game.
fun, man.
You know what? We might have to. Okay, in 7 minutes, because that'll be like exactly an hour left
Okay.
that we have to go.
I'll drive.
I'm going to get off so that I can do a fucking potty break and then maybe get some coffee or something.
I don't do coffee.
Oh, you don't do coffee?
I do the Nespresso, but that's it. It's weird. I don't know. I'm fucked in the head. Let's see what people are saying here. Oi. Legend of Zelda. Yes,
Zelda, that's a
come on, that's
classic.
classic.
Everybody loves
Everyone loves
Zelda.
Zelda and Mario.
If
Come
someone
on.
said they didn't like that shit, Mega Man.
I'm a Mega Man guy. What was your
You know
order?
what's real? Okay, let me say something funny about Mega Man. So like, I started playing Mega Man, I don't know, like 2-3 years ago or whatever, and
Yeah.
I was like at the final fucking stage where I was like, why does it feel like this was easier when I was a kid?
Dude, you know what?
Do you feel that way? with
Any
certain
video
games?
game now.
I'm like, how did I beat
I
this
got
when I
that
was a kid?
fucking
I feel like
NES.
I feel like it's harder for me now. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, it's so hard. I got
What
that
the
NES
fuck?
Classic system, right?
So weird.
That NES, you know what I'm talking about? The
Oh,
remastered,
the
NES,
remastered,
the little guy,
the little tiny one.
the little guy.
I have my old
Yeah.
Nintendo still, but when I saw the mini, I was like, I
Dude.
want that mini.
So I
What are
bought-
they saying? What are they saying?
Oh, let's see. Ocarina of Time, best game of
Oh,
all time.
fuck yeah.
Of all time. You're my favorite. They're talking about you, probably.
Thank you.
Are you waiting for COD WW2?
Well, here's my thing on COD.
That was a
right?
Modern Warfare.
It always comes out the weekend of my birthday, and almost every year someone gifts it to me. A fan usually gifts it to me, or a friend. And I don't personally like to buy it myself, but then all my friends, my clan of kick-ass girls that we play multiplayer with online,
I need to meet the
they
Kick-Ass
always end up getting it, and then I'm like, well, fuck, I want to fucking jump on it, and I don't want to be the last one on that wagon. So yeah, I'm always finding myself getting it somehow. It's usually
know.
gifted to me, but we'll see.
You know what game I really dug was oh fuck, I can't even think of the name of it right now.
What?
It's like Call of Duty, but it was for Xbox, and like you're a space marine, and you could run on walls.
Wait.
And
Are you talking? No.
fucking,
Mass Effect?
No, not Mass Effect. It's a fucking online shooter, guys. What is the online shooter where you look like the Halo guy, but you can run on walls?
It's not
And you get into
Halo.
a giant mech. You get into giant mechs.
What
you
game is he
fucking
talking
battle
about?
them out.
What game is he talking about?
What the fuck is it called? Did anyone know? This is why.
Anyone? Mueller?
Titanfall.
Oh, Titanfall!
Fire
You know what's
fucking
fucked up?
game.
I could have gotten that game for free, but
Really?
I don't
That
have
game,
that. But I don't
dude,
have the
second
Xbox One.
The second one's
yet.
amazing.
Yet.
Well, now we have an Xbox
Well,
One.
yeah, because you live there, so.
Yeah, I got the Xbox One now. We got the projector hooked up with the gamer.
Yeah.
It's good, man. We'll just slow it down. Just keep it right here. Just keep it right here all day.
All right.
All right. Dude, we're gonna have so much fun on this podcast. Let's see. We got Annie is ticklish. All right, so you're ticklish. That happened. Let's see. It's on PS4. Oh, so Titanfall, I guess, is not just on Xbox.
Oh, okay, I think at the time,
So we're
I don't know,
learning.
maybe at the time it was just on, I have no idea.
Forza.
I just remembered I
That's
said
the
no.
I can't get the
Or I
you into
think the
driving
guy
games?
that was going to give it to me was on Xbox. What?
Are you into driving games?
It depends. What?
He said Forza. That's supposed to be like an incredible driving game, like the Gran
like a race
Turismo
game.
for
Oh,
Xbox.
like I've played Gran Turismo before.
I can't get into it.
I can't get into it either.
I don't drive in real life. Like,
Bad enough that when I drive on the road, this motherfucker has to deal with my ass, and I'm like, I have bad road rage.
That's true. That's true.
DWA, driving while Asian.
That's it. It's a guilty as charged. What else we got going on?
No, I like this. We're talking
Dragon
about
Age. I don't know that one.
Oh,
That's
I have
an
that
RPG
game
probably.
for PS3.
That sounds
Dragon Age for
RPG.
PS3. It is. You would. It's
Play
like
Overwatch
Skyrim, you know.
And
Dragon
cos.
Age,
Oh
Skyrim.
yeah, you should cosplay as Overwatch, as Sombra.
Yes, I want to play that game, and then I can do it.
I'm more of a Mercy kind of guy. Mercy's like this blonde, fucking like angelic, but you can tell she got like a bad side to her. You know.
Oh shit.
One of those kind of girls.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Ha! Bada bing, bada
Oh look,
boom.
you figure out how to fucking
Bada
record.
bing, bada boom.
2.5 hours into the ride.
Let's see, what are people saying? Electra was horrid. Yes, I
Electra
agree.
was horrid.
I'm sorry, but Jennifer Garner,
Jennifer Garner's not a believable superhero.
she doesn't
But
look...
Gal Gadot, believable superhero. Totally believable. And she's
Did you
hot.
even see Wonder Woman?
No, but she's hot. I
I'm
would
not
see
even
it.
into that right now.
I would definitely see Wonder Woman.
I feel like that movie was way overrated. Does anybody agree with me right now? Wasn't
Wonder
Wonder Woman overrated?
I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it, but it had a little bit of some flaws, and I feel like it was overhyped. And I think it's because of what's going on now. You know, like feminism.
You think if Donald Trump
girl
lost,
power, blah
well,
blah
Wonder
blah.
Woman wouldn't be as popular?
Honestly, because someone else was saying how Wonder Woman is like the next best thing next to Civil War, and I
didn't
disagree.
see Civil War. I know. I'm going to Comic-Con. I haven't seen fucking Civil War. I get it.
And I'm sorry, there's a lot of people that hate on Civil War. I like Civil War. That fucking
I
fight
think I would
scene
like it.
between Iron Man and Winter
Well, people are
Soldier
talking.
and Captain America was quite fucking epic.
Alright, so now you're ruining the whole movie. Wait, they fight? Who do they fight?
Hi Annie, shout out from Australia. Yeah, my
Aussie.
Aussies.
Aussie.
Yeah, so for the one who said you should do a live and play with your followers, we actually are going to be doing a contest, some kind of thing, reward system where one lucky winner will be able to either screen a film
screening
with us or play a video game.
Or
with
maybe
us.
a road trip. Who knows?
Oh, I think after witnessing our road trip,
would never
people are
wanna
going
be
to
in
be
this
like,
vehicle
fuck
right now."
that, 7.7 miles.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to start putting my makeup
What is the exit that I'm looking for?
805 South.
Oh my god, we're getting on another fucking highway?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're never gonna get there. This is insane.
Come on, you have to be
Positivity, the power of
positive,
positivity.
man. Positive
It's a
energy.
new day. Yes, it is. Bye, everybody. We
All right,
made it.
guys, we made it.
We'll see you from Comic-Con.
We're gonna get ready for this fucking machinima party at Comic-Con.
We should broadcast from Machinima.
We will see you guys later. Bye. Oh my god, and now we made it back to LA.
I didn't think we were gonna make it. At one point, I was like, "This ride is just—it's like 17 hours in."
Yeah, dude. I feel like for those of you listening, you went on a journey with us, right?
Yeah, they were all there.
We started at home, and then we took it in the car, and then that was pretty much the last you guys heard from us.
Yeah, we didn't
because-
even broadcast from Comic-Con because most of Comic-Con is a complete blur to me.
Well, we partied a lot. We went to a lot of. Let's start from the beginning, okay?
Well, we didn't just party. We
No.
also saw some cool
I
stuff.
want to talk about the epic stuff we did, but let's start from
Yes.
the beginning because, you know, as you guys know, if you've been following since our road trip, right, the long road to Comic-Con,
Longest road
you
ever.
probably noticed that we didn't get to our Airbnb until like 9 o'clock at night.
Dude, it was so late. We
It was
almost missed
really
that party.
late. We were supposed to go to the Machinima party at the
Big
Omnia.
shout out to Machinima.
Exactly. Shout out to machinima.com. We were on the guest list and everything, but, you know, I was warned. You know, one of the producers at Machinima was saying, hey, you know, it's going to be a fucking
It's gonna be a
full
he said
party.
he said it's gonna be a big line. What did he say?
Yeah,
the
he said- he
line
said
is
it's
getting
go-
very big.
He said the line's getting very big. They're being stingy. Like, you might want to get here
Stingy.
early. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck, the flyer said the party starts at 9, so we're going to have to, like, hurry. And our
But we-
Airbnb was, like, 15 minutes from,
Right,
from the club.
we were near the college,
Yeah, we were near the city college or whatever.
UCSCD.
So you and I, we get to the Airbnb, I get drunk. I'm a woman, but I can get ready so fast.
Yeah, you're fast.
Put my makeup on, my clothes. Okay, boom,
It's
boom.
impressive.
We're out the door by 9:30. 9:40.
I'd say 9:30. 9:30.
Yeah, we get to the nightclub. Right, there's a long ass line outside. We're like, oh shit.
No. Hold on.
No. We get.
We're not gonna tell them what happened.
Oh, I was gonna tell them what happened.
We're not gonna tell
I
them.
don't know. You want to tell them
How we
Tell them
got
what
all? So we get all the way there, and what does she realize? She doesn't have an ID.
Forgot my ID.
She forgot her fucking ID. So now we're in this lift, going all the way back.
All I kept thinking was, dude, there's no way they're gonna let me in without my ID. It's a nightclub, you know, like I don't want to chance it. Luckily, I figured out that I was missing it before we got out of the lift. So poor Lyft driver,
Who is terrible. This guy, okay, first of all, his name's Christian. I got nothing against Christians, but he played Christian music.
yeah,
And I don't know if you guys listen to Christian music. If you do, then just ignore this next thing. But it was terrible, man. Everything was about the ocean.
dude.
Is God in the ocean? Is that a thing that I don't know about?
Well, it gets better because remember, okay, so we're like, shit, now we have to go all the way back. That's going to be like a 30-minute round trip because we have to go 15 minutes back to the Airbnb, another 15 minutes to come back. So I'm texting the guy from Machinima like, hey, dude, like, you know, it's like 10 o'clock at this point, remember? It was like a little bit past 10, I think.
Right.
And I said, hey, I forgot my ID, like thinking maybe he would tell me, oh, you know, it's cool, whatever. But he didn't, so I'm like, all right, fine. And he tells us, you should be fine by the time you get back here. Okay, cool. We drive all the way back to our Airbnb. I get my stupid ID. We get big in the lift, go all the way back to the party. And when we first approached, remember the line? There was like a huge line outside.
The line was huge, like wrapped around the building of this place.
And then
This is the busiest weekend they probably have there.
Oh, yeah. And so we go up to security and we're like, we're here. And he's like, what are you here for? What party are you here for? That's what he said.
Yeah.
I'm like, Machinima. And he goes, oh, that's around the corner. I'm like, oh, thank God. Because I was worried we were going to have to wait in that line.
I hate lines.
So we go all the way around to this private little entrance and boom, boom, boom.
It was super dope. It was very VIP. I felt very, whenever I hang out with you, I always feel very VIP.
You should feel very VIP when you roll with me, sweetie. But remember what happened when we went in? They didn't even check my fucking ID.
That's right. The whole way there, we're freaking out about IDs. We didn't realize that we're VIPs. You don't need, you don't need an ID.
Although I did realize also, I was like, this is going to be one hell of a weekend. You know, I'm looking at Vance like, this is going to be one hell of a weekend because I forgot my ID. And then on the second trip back to the club, I was like, oh, I left my Punisher costume.
That's right.
In the house.
I forgot that you left it that night. That's right. Oh, my God.
So I was like, oh, God, I can only... Because you know when one thing bad happens, you're like, how's this weekend
What's the
going to pan
third
out?
thing going to be?
I know.
That's what I was asking.
But we ended up going to the party.
It was so fun. Oh, the DJ was Hodor.
From Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
It was Rave of Thrones.
I really liked that. He was actually pretty good. Don't you think? Like,
I was very
I
impressed.
never knew that Hodor from Game of Thrones was a DJ.
Who the hell did?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Who would think that Hodor
apparently,
would be a
apparently
DJ?
Chris Gore did.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He knows everything.
But no, it was amazing. We met a lot of cool people. Like
Super
a
cool
lot
people.
a lot of people in entertainment.
Ran into some old friends. It was good.
Yeah, it was great. We danced, we drank, and I think at some point we ended up. Didn't we leave there to go to the Hilton Bayfront or something?
Did we leave?
Oh wait, because I went to go pick up my badge. That's right.
Oh, yeah. We had to leave. That's right. We did leave for a little
Yeah,
bit.
and then we met some other guy in the industry there as well. We met a lot of cool people.
We had a lot of good...
The first night
good
was
time.
like amazing. So then at that point I was like, okay, maybe this weekend's, you know, it's gonna be good.
Here's what sold me on the weekend. The thing that sold me on the weekend was the fact that me and you in the first night, we were back to the Airbnb by like 2 and ready to go to Comic-Con the next day.
Oh yeah, we came back home and passed out.
We were dead.
We were up at 7 a.m. Do you remember that?
I had to get the badge.
We woke up at 7 a.m. because I had to get Steve's badge. I got mine the night before. I had to get Steve's badge from somebody else. And then at that point, we're like slightly, not really super hungover. We were slightly hungover.
We were pretty hungover.
Not gonna lie.
We were double barreling at that Machinima
water,
party.
let's go. Oh yeah, we were because free booze.
Yeah, we were double fisting.
Well, do you remember what happened when we first rolled up in there? We didn't realize there was a special
that's right.
section for us.
That's right.
Because it was open to the public. So we first roll upstairs. No one's telling me where we're supposed to go. So we make a beeline for the bar.
As one does.
And ordered $45 worth of
Dude.
fucking drinks. 2 drinks, $45.
That was crazy.
And then all of a sudden, a second later, like if he would have been a second sooner, oh my God, the guy from Machinima hits me up and he's like, where are you? There's booze in the VIP. And I'm like, what? So as soon as we made it into the behind the ropes, because there's this roped off section for us, we get behind the ropes, and all of a sudden we're double fisting fucking booze because we're like,
Dude, it
well,
was
might
so
as well
fun.
make most of it. But
That party was so fun.
that party was love. I think that was like probably my favorite party the whole weekend.
I liked the Viceland party. The Viceland party.
I forgot about that.
They gave
yeah.
away these mints and prescription bottles. James
Actually,
Vanderbeek
yeah, they
cutouts were
oh,
everywhere.
funny story, and I actually saved this information for the podcast. So I found out why, and so I don't think Diplo was really there.
What do you mean, Diplo?
Okay,
was
so to
there?
explain to the people listening, right? The second party that we went to on Friday night, because
Friday
we
night.
rolled up Thursday, right? Friday night, we ended up going to the Viceland party at Flux nightclub. And
Cool place.
And it said hosted by James Vanderbeek or whatever.
And
it had,
Diplo.
And it had James Vanderbeek's face everywhere, and it kept saying, "What would Diplo do?" But
Yeah.
no, I found out why.
Why?
I don't even know if Diplo was really there. I haven't confirmed because we never actually saw him because we left.
We
dipped
left.
out. So the reason why it said, "What would Diplo do?" James Vanderbeek is doing a Viceland show, kind of like reality fictitious show, where
Okay.
he plays Diplo.
Wait, he plays Diplo?
Yeah, he plays like a fictitious version of Diplo, and that's why.
So it's a reality show
like,
where he's a DJ?
Yeah, but he plays something about like I'm gonna have to look this up to confirm because
I don't know. We got to look that up after because I thought that was because Diplo was there.
no, it's because Viceland has a show that James Vanderbeek stars in where he plays Diplo.
Because it was really weird. 'Cause it was all about Diplo, but then it was James
But the reason
Vanderbeek
why
cutouts
is
everywhere.
because James Vanderbeek plays him.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
So maybe the prescription bottle is because he has multiple personalities.
I'm actually looking this up because I feel kind of stupid not knowing, but someone else had told me this, and I was like, "Oh, that makes more sense."
It does make sense because there were James Vanderbeek heads everywhere, and I got in trouble for putting one on my head.
Oh yeah, because someone thought you were trying to steal her
I was
purse.
trying to steal her purse. I'm like, no, I just really want to put the James Vanderbeek mask on.
Exactly. Oh, it is called "What Would Diplo Do?" That's the name of the show.
And it's James Vanderbeek as
And
Diplo.
it's James Vanderbeek who plays Diplo, and it actually premieres on August 3rd, so next week.
All right. Well, there's a shout out to James Vanderbeek and his new project. What would Diplo do? Let's talk about the con, man. That's what people want to
Yeah,
hear.
man. So,
People want to hear about this stuff.
Steve, I want to hear more from you because I've been doing this for years and years and years and
Okay.
years. I dress up. I go. I like to go to the panels, and I feel like for me personally, because this is your first time, but for me personally, for those listening, I think anyone else can agree that's familiar with Comic-Con has been, but I feel like every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and they keep having to change the security. And now you noticed when you went,
What did
we
I
had to
notice?
scan our badges.
Yes,
to
in and
get-
out.
In and out, right? They only started this like a year or two ago, right?
It was
They
weird because going with you, first of all, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
We got stopped like every 5 minutes for photos. And I'm talking, it was crazy. Like you were stopped literally every 5 minutes. It's a pain in the ass walking around. I'm like, oh, let's go look at this. And then it would take us 30 minutes to walk like 2 boots down.
I know.
But it was, that was super fun. But the weird thing to me was the fact that we saw people walking around with weapons freehand.
Mm-hmm.
But when you went as the Punisher with your guns, they had to like ratchet your gun to your
They
your
zip
belt.
tied it to my belt because I don't know, maybe because it's an M16, but it's funny. Actually, I'm glad you pointed that out because last year's Comic-Con, when I went, I did Deadpool, right? And I remembered the first day of the con, which is usually Thursday, right? The official day of the con, anyways. Someone had warned me, hey, they're zip tying weapons to people. And
I just don't get that.
I saw people dressed up in Star Wars costumes with their lightsabers attached to their hip, and I said, that's so stupid. How are you supposed to pose for
So
pictures?
everything was.
But this
zip
was
tied.
this was just day one last year.
Right.
So day one, 2016, San Diego Comic-Con, for those listening to specify. But then by the second day, they stopped zip tying things. I think they realized, okay, this isn't fun
Well,
for
you
people.
went as like the second or third day as Punisher, and they zip tied you.
And that's my point. So I feel like they just changed the rules around. So that's one thing. The second thing is, like I was saying before, you noticed how they scan the badges to go in and out.
Yeah.
They only just started this like a year or two ago. And the reason for that is because it was so easy for people to sneak in and out. What people would do,
because it's a convention.
they would go in, grab somebody else's badge, come back out, hand the badge off, and then come in, and that's
Do you
it.
think? Okay, so let me ask you a question because you've been going for over a decade, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that since the creation of like the Marvel Universe side of things, that Comic-Con's gotten a lot crazier
Oh
because now you get a
yeah,
lot of
like
movie
when
fans too?
when the film industry took over, yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
for
that's-
sure.
That's what I thought because there was a lot more movie and video game stuff than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a huge comic guy. Like I'm not huge.
For sure.
but, I mean, I was definitely into like the video game section and the movie section.
Yeah, of course.
And like normally, I don't think I would have ever gone to Comic-Con.
Right,
You know,
right.
knowing for what it normally would be.
Right.
But I think that this year, especially, they had some really cool stuff.
Well, let's talk about the Blade Runner experience real
Oh
quick
my
because I feel like that was
God.
probably one of my favorite
That
things
was my
that we
favorite
saw.
thing at Comic-Con. That was
Absolutely.
That and the Rick and Morty thing were amazing.
I want to say Blade Runner was my number one favorite thing that I've
and the
seen.
fucked up thing is, you didn't even need a badge for that.
No, it's not
That
really
was
fucked
just-
up.
it's like
But
free to the
I
public.
think that's the reason why the line was so long, honestly, because the people that didn't have a badge, they were able to go to it.
I'm stoked for this movie. You stoked for this
Oh,
movie?
I'm totally stoked for this movie.
This-
we
I-
should like rewatch the original.
Dude, I'm totally. This guy, Dennis Villeneuve, or whatever his name is, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Villeneuve.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my favorite directors right now with The Arrival and with fucking Enemy.
Is that who's doing Blade Runner?
He's doing Blade Runner. So the visuals, Prisoners, like he is just fucking amazing, man. And to be able to see him take, you know, something as great as Blade Runner and having Harrison Ford in it and getting
Oh,
the
yeah,
gauze, he's got
Harrison
the
Ford is
gauze
in
in
it.
it. You know, this is gonna be a
Oh,
sick
Dennis.
fucking
I
movie.
feel like, is he French? Denis
Villeneuve.
Oh my god, I just butchered his
It's like
name.
Villanova or something.
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
That's the way I'm reading it.
When's Blade Runner open?
So this movie comes out. Shit.
Is it this summer?
It says 2017. Oh, release date. No, it does not come out in the summer. It comes out in the winter, October.
October. Okay, we got to go to that.
Yeah,
That's gonna be amazing.
for sure.
That was super cool. I really enjoyed the Blade Runner thing. You know, you walk in to you're standing in line and they hand you these umbrellas, right?
Yeah.
So you get the umbrella, you walk inside, and it's like being outside like rainy Los Angeles in Blade Runner.
Well, what they did was they recreated a set from their original Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Which was fucking amazing. Okay, so let's explain from the beginning. They had a VR, right? They had a VR experience, but one of our friends had already
So it
done
was
the
super
VR,
janky.
and he said, "Listen, it's like very old school, like kind of 90s ish VR. Like you don't need to do it. Plus, the line was much longer
Yeah,
for
and he
that."
said it wasn't even that cool.
He was like, "Honestly,
Yeah, the
you're-
line was like 3.5 hours.
Yeah. So he was like, you're honestly better off just doing the regular experience." So we were like, all right, fine, cool. You know, they gave us waters while we were standing. It's hot, you know.
Oh my god, it
we're
was
standing
so
in line.
hot down there.
But once we got in, you know, you walk in, it's dark. You could see the storyboards from the film.
Yep.
And then as soon as we get in, there's like fake rain. Well, it's water.
Well, there's water.
There's
I mean, it's
water.
not
They
fake
made it look
water,
like
it's real
they made it
water.
look like it was raining. But the best part was it's the reason why they call it the Blade Runner experience, right? Is because they want to make you feel like you're there.
Yeah.
So they had actors fully clothed, dressed like different characters, and in character.
And wandering around this
Wandering
complex.
around and-
What would you call it? A warehouse? It was like this huge
It
warehouse.
was like a warehouse, yeah. They like interacted with the people that were walking in.
Yep. They were police.
My favorite part. So when we before we could actually go into the experience, they had to take our information down, and give us the little scan cards, right?
Yep.
And so once inside, there was like this computer with a line, people lined up to go, and you would scan it, and it would tell you whether or not you were a human or a replica. And there was 2 cops on either side, and you know,
It was like a retina scanner.
it was a retina scanner.
It was cool. It was like a
and
scanning
I'm actually
thing.
gonna post that footage too because we have footage.
Yeah, I
of
have
that.
footage of it. I wore my Snapchat spectacles.
Yes. And every time someone came up as a replica, the cops would like
They pull them away.
pull you away onto the wall, hands up on the wall,
It was
flashing the
super
light in
fun.
your face, and like, you know, where are you from type shit. It was amazing.
I wish we got replicas.
I really was hoping that I would
I
get
was- I
replicas.
thought
there
we
was
were
4
gonna
of
get
us, right? Me
Yeah.
and Vance, our buddy Matt, his buddy Mark. It was the 4 of us, and we were like, one of us has to get replica.
That's
Come
what I
on,
was
man.
thinking.
And then
But-
I was kind of sad. I was like,
Nope.
damn it. But they gave free noodles, you know, because it was like
And
we're in
whiskey.
Tokyo, and free whiskey. Because shout out to Johnny Walker, they were the
Yeah,
ones that sponsored.
Johnny Walker
They
Blue.
sponsored it. Okay,
Forget about it.
Johnny
Of
Walker
course,
Red
that's
was
where
my
I'll be.
favorite. I'm just gonna say the ginger.
But it was fun. That was super fun. That was probably one of my highlights.
That was the highlight for me, honestly.
Really?
Because it was different. Like usually when I go to Comic-Con, I go to the panels and you know I go look at the people
Yeah, we
that
didn't
are
go to
at
any
the
panels.
booths and stuff. We did. We went to the Star Wars.
We went to one panel. Yeah, that's right. We went to our buddy Chris's panel.
Yeah, Chris. He went to his panel. We tried to go to the Archer one. And the Robot Chicken one, but the line, dude.
The
This
line was
okay, can I just say
around the
something?
building.
Talking about like how I've been doing this for years, right? This just started last year, where the lines are just so insanely long that you're waiting. I remember last year I tried to go to the Archer panel, and then they cut us off. They're like, oh, it's at capacity. And I'm like, what the hell? I used to never have a problem going to these panels. I would just walk right in, no problem. No lines, not having to wait in
this
line.
thing was like around the. Remember, it was like, oh, it's across the street.
Yeah,
the line
dude.
starts.
Yeah, man. So that kind of bummed me out. But you know what? The Blade Runner experience made up for it because usually when I go to Comic-Con, I don't typically like to wait in line for like the different exhibits, I guess you can call it, that
Right.
they have. So that was worth it to me when we waited in line.
I think that one and then the Adult Swim one.
Yeah, we went to the Adult Swim Carnival to end
so
our
fun.
trip, right? Last day of the con, Sunday, last day of the con. Thursday, we hit the Machinima party.
Friday, Viceland.
Friday during the day, we hit the convention floor. I dressed up as Psylocke. It was amazing.
Oh, there's pictures.
Yeah, and then we partied at the Viceland party, and then we went to
So
the
fun.
Hilton again and met up with some people because everybody likes to kind of reconvene,
Right.
And then Saturday went to the con again,
Or con.
and I forgot to mention I did get my Punisher costume because a friend of mine was nice enough to come get my stuff
He
for
drove
me.
all the way from LA to San Diego
Drove
just
all
to
the
drop
way
that
from
thing
LA to
off.
just to drop it off. He was gonna
That's
stay,
a
but then he had a
homie.
family emergency, so he had to leave. I was like, oh man, I feel so bad. So then Saturday, I hit the con by myself because you didn't have a badge for that.
Yeah, I didn't have a badge for Saturday.
So I kind of
No
hit the con by
adventure.
myself, ran into some friends, and then we partied that night. And
Yep.
then
And then Sunday,
Sunday,
we went back to the con.
we went back to the con. You had a badge that time.
Had a badge.
And that's when we did the Blade Runner experience. And then after the Blade Runner experience, we went to the Adult Swim Carnival.
That was so
and
fun.
the con was like just about to close, right? We're waiting in line for the Meatwad experience, the Meatwad
Meatwad
4D.
thing
It was like
was
a 4D
amazing.
thing.
It's like okay, so you go inside this giant meat wad,
Yeah.
and the whole top of it is a screen. So it's like you're in a like you're almost in like an observatory kind
Yeah,
of thing. Okay, and you're sitting in this 4D chair which moves and shakes and blows shit in your face, and they start this experience. It is one of the trippiest things I've ever seen in my life.
It's like you're on mushrooms or acid.
It felt like mushrooms. It felt
Yeah.
a lot like mushrooms.
Because the seats start to move. They incorporated smells. Did you see that? How they kind
Yep.
of
And they blasted lights and shit.
Yeah.
No, it was super
so
fun.
That was the best way to end the con for sure.
Definitely.
We literally ran our asses because it's on the opposite side of where the Blade Runner experience was, and
it was so far from it.
and then we walked back to the car, loaded up, and we drove
that's
the
it.
fuck home.
We got here in record time.
Got here, you drove like baby driver.
I was baby driving the whole way.
I
Bell
was like,
bottoms.
I literally was like, oh, I got this. I'm awake. It's fine. I'm sober. I can drive us, the 2.5 hours it takes to get to LA.
Yeah, right.
I drove an hour and a half, and I was like, I'm hitting a wall here.
Yep.
And but we made it in one piece, and we made some new friends.
Made some new friends along the way. But I think that most importantly, as our first con together, I think we conquered it.
We definitely conquered it. I was like, I'm actually, can I just mention this though? I'm actually kind of happy that you did come with me because we forgot to mention this too. So normally, and I think I've mentioned this in the beginning of this episode, how I normally go to these things by myself.
Yeah, you ride solo.
I always ride solo. And then initially, you were only supposed to come for one day.
I was supposed to go home, Saturday.
You were going to go home Saturday, and I was going to be by myself again. But then
I ended
last
up
minute,
staying
you
all
found,
weekend.
You decided to stay, and then I was like, well, all right. And
was-
so I'm
no, it
actually
was
kind of
super
glad you
fun.
did. So it was a good time. Yeah, man.
What did you see? So besides the Blade Runner thing, what did we see at the con that like really? You know what everyone's really into? So obviously WWE stuff,
Of
where I
course.
got to meet
You got
Noelle
to meet
Foley,
Noelle Foley, that's right.
Mick Foley's daughter,
Yeah.
who's like smoke show.
Oh, she was hot. She was
Dude,
hot.
so hot. So I got a picture with her, and the WWE little setup was really cool. They had the Batmobile in there because it's Mattel.
Oh yeah, and then this bummed me out because the day that I wanted to wear my Punisher costume, which was Friday, but I didn't have it obviously because I forgot it. I ended up wearing Psylocke. I found out that the actor who plays the Punisher, John
Barenthal.
Barenthal from Netflix.
Yeah.
Apparently, that day, which was Friday he was at the Marvel booth, I think is what they were saying, and he was pulling up cosplayers cosplaying as the Punisher up onto stage with him.
Dude, you
And
would have
I-
got pulled up.
And I would have gotten pulled up if I would have worn it. I'm so
Well,
mad.
you almost got pulled up for the Black Eyed Peas comic book.
Oh yeah, because they were like, oh please come join. However, I guess what made up for it is I got to see Gal Gadot in the flesh.
See,
Gal
and
Gadot,
that's the one day I
Jason
missed.
Yeah, and that was the day you missed. I got to see Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck.
That's crazy.
The Justice League. So
That was dope.
yeah, I
Are you excited for the
definitely-
Justice League movie?
I'm kind of like I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm gonna be. Come on, I have Batman tattooed on the back of my neck for
That's
fuck's
true.
sake. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
I'm surprised that you said that.
So I'm like,
But are you not a fan of Batfleck? Is that why?
you know,
This guy was. Did you see how shitty he looked?
Yeah, dude.
He looked like strung out. He was chubby.
I don't know what
His
happened.
His face was all like.
I don't know.
fucking
I don't
weird.
know. I don't know.
Jowls.
What's going on with Affleck.
I don't know.
He must be under a lot of stress.
I think it's just because like once he got out of that suit, he was just like fuck everything.
Well, you saw Batman versus Superman, right?
I did.
Do you remember the scene where, and just for the record, I'm not a fan of Batman, even though I have Batman tattooed in the back of my neck. Totally unbiased fucking opinion. I really was not a fan. But do you remember the scene where he's like basically doing CrossFit or something, where he's like doing all these different workouts?
Yeah.
And he was like ripped.
Dude, he was ripped.
Fuck.
When he became Batfleck, when they first announced it, he was ripped.
He was like bigger.
Now he's
than,
like all
yeah.
like he's not Batman. He's like the
He's
Penguin.
like, oh, I'm on break, but then it's like you're going to Comic-Con, bro. But anyways,
I don't know, but I missed that day. I was kind of pissed. But I don't. You're not excited for Justice League?
no, I'm not sure how I feel about it just yet.
Are you more of a Marvel Universe, cinematic universe person?
No,
than a DC?
I'm like more DC, but I have honestly whenever people ask me that, I'm like I swing both ways. I swing both ways because if you think about it, okay, yes,
ways.
I'm a huge Batman fan, right? But if you look at my collection, it's mostly Marvel.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
And
Like
you win as Marvel characters.
I'm a huge X-Men fan, hence why I dressed up as Psylocke.
And the Punisher.
And the Punisher, love the Punisher.
Another Marvel property.
But
Disney property.
But yeah, so yeah, I know, right?
So weird. The Punisher's owned by Disney.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of excited for Justice League. I'm really hoping that it does its justice. You know what I mean? Does the comics justice?
The big trailer unveil that got me was Ready Player One.
Dude, that fucking
did you read the book?
Sick. I never read the book.
The book is amazing. I don't read a lot, but I
now
read
I'm gonna
this
have to read the book.
It is it's so nostalgic and just such a cool book. I'm dying to see how they do this.
So when you saw the trailer, how did it live up to what you've read?
Well, the Iron Giant's in the trailer, which was really badass. They put that right in the trailer, and then the DeLorean zipping around the city. Because it's all about this game. Okay, it's about this kid that has like a really shitty life outside of this virtual world that he enters called the Oasis. So he goes into the Oasis and he becomes this the man of the Oasis. Okay,
right.
But the Oasis is all custom built. It's like basically like mods. If like Warcraft is it Warcraft? What's the MMORPG?
World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Okay, so RGB.
RPG.
RPG. Yeah. So it's like if that was like a bunch of mods. So like any character from any movie or any property, they put into this thing. So the kid can be driving the DeLorean while wearing a Deadpool suit, while jerking off the Joker. Like all at the same time.
Right, okay.
So, and they're all in the book. They have like the movie Sneakers is in the book. Fucking War Games is in the book. The Back to the Future stuff is in the book. There's a lot of really good 80s stuff in because it's all based on shit in the 80s because these people are obsessed in the 80s because of like this 2055 or something.
Yeah.
But dude, the movie looks amazing. I mean, I'm a big Spielberg guy. I think he's kind of invented a
I thought the trailer looked pretty epic when I saw it.
It looks amazing.
You know what I'm sad?
It reminded me of AI, the way like the color palette and shit.
True, actually, yeah. The way
I dig it.
The way
I like that
it's kinda
Spielberg.
gritty.
I like the Kubrick-y Spielberg.
You know what we missed that I'm kind of bummed out too? I keep talking about the stuff that we missed. They fucking screened Atomic Blonde for free.
I know. We got to see that.
We got to go see that. That's already out.
It is out because I was supposed to go with somebody.
No, it comes out.
No, it comes out Thursday.
It comes out in 2 days.
Yeah, I think it's playing at the Chinese Theater on Thursday. Yeah, that looks super good too. There's a bunch of movies I want to see. That Shape of Water movie.
Oh wait, that's the one that.
Is that what it's called? Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, I looked it up.
Is that how you
but it was
pronounce
called
his name? Guillermo?
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Well, if you want to
Toro.
be Guillermo.
Oh, that's
del Toro.
All right. Despacito.
Yeah, dude. Oh my
By the way, Despacito, most overplayed song of all time. We're at a bar. We heard it 3 times in 20 minutes.
20 minutes. No joke.
3
Legit.
times.
It's like, all right, guys, we get it.
And the place went fucking bananas.
Yeah, they all went kind of a little crazy.
It was pretty insane. Yeah. What else do we see at the con? I really liked the Sideshow collectibles. Big fan of Sideshow.
I really, honestly, like
I would put that shit in my house.
I would have, dude. The Shape of Water is what it's called, by the way.
The Shape of Water.
Yeah, a Sideshow collectibles because that shit is so detailed and like.
Dude, that Joker mask with the cards.
Do you remember the Joker that we saw at the cinema film school that they were doing?
Yes.
They made him into the Arkham from the video
Hamill.
game, and he sounded like Mark Hamill. I was like, oh my! Why didn't I get a picture with him? I feel like, what I slacked on? But I guess what made up for it was your Snapchat camera, because usually I take a shit ton of photos. Every year, Comic-Con, I take shit. But this year, I think because we were like so all over the place, I didn't take enough photos, and I'm so sad.
Well, I had my spectacles on, brought to you by Snapchat.
And I'm going to get a pair.
And yeah, you're going to get a pair, and we're just going to be rocking those things all day because it's super fun. But yeah, no, I don't know. What else I see at Comic-Con that really tickled my fancy? We hung out with the owner of, was it Top Cow?
Top Cow, we said hi to him.
Top Cow Comics,
Went
went
over-
with him.
Yeah, we went over to his booth.
He gave
said
us
hi.
the new Wireframe
Yeah,
comic
that's a
book.
comic that he wrote.
based on the video game Wireframe. It's available on Steam.
Have you played that game?
Yeah, it's a PC game. So
Oh, it's a
I
PC
play it.
game. Okay,
My
okay.
brother's got this diesel ass PC back at home, and so every now and then, when I go home, like once a year, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
he'll show me different like weird games that are on Steam and stuff. But we got to get gaming. We need fucking Oculus.
That's what I want to get. I want to get
We need
Oculus.
virtual reality here.
We need to get some VR systems going up
Yep.
in this bitch.
Because I get the Xbox One. I'm an Xbox guy. You're a PlayStation girl.
I mean, I play both, but yeah, I have a PS4.
Did you see any PlayStation games jump out at you at the?
No, you know what's funny? I actually got, because there's so many. Okay, remember I said it's overly crowded now, right?
Oh, it's so crowded.
We went to the video game section. Well, I went when you weren't there, the Saturday that you didn't get to go in, and my girlfriend and I walked over there, and I wanted to play Marvel vs. Capcom. Right?
Yeah,
I love that game.
Well, that's out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
but there
it's-
was like so many fucking people. I was like, whatever. And okay, so Final Fantasy. I'm a huge fan of like the old Final Fantasy, like Final Fantasy 7, for example.
Everyone likes Final Fantasy 7.
I stopped playing after 10 because that's one that kind of got stupid.
I'm just not a big RPG
And
guy.
and so I played whatever one. I don't even, because I've lost track of which one they're at now because I stopped playing the
I
series.
think they're at like 12.
No,
14?
because 12
How about
came out
14?
like years ago. I want to say 15, to be honest.
15?
Yeah, I really want to
So
say 15.
I haven't played any of them since 7.
Well, I ended up playing whatever one was there, and I was like, this is garbage.
Really?
Yeah, because they changed the battle. I mean, they changed the battle mode so many series ago.
I don't like the turn-based battle systems. I don't like those kind of games. I'm a shooter guy. I'm a third-person adventure guy.
Yeah.
But as far as like the RPG stuff, I just can't get into it.
Yeah.
It's just a little too much for me,
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited about a lot of stuff that we saw.
Yeah. I mean, what about all those epic costumes that were like?
That was the other thing too. Like it was kind of an experience just to see these
because
costumes.
people are in. I think the one thing you noticed was
they
people
stayed in kayfabe.
they were
Like they
in-
didn't break character.
people were in character all the time, and people actually put effort. I mean, my Punisher costume was very easy to make, right? I like it because it's a character that I like, but there's so many, like the last intricate costume I ever made was like 15 years ago, where it was made out of sheet metal. I did a gladiator costume.
Sheet metal.
But you see a lot of people there like go all
Dude,
out.
I
like,
saw
did
it.
you see the Hulk Buster,
The Hulk Smasher guy?
The Hulk yeah.
And then did you see Lego Batman?
Yes.
I don't know how that woman walked around.
Oh yeah, she was waddling
She was-
around.
she
'cause-
couldn't
because of the
move.
way the costume was
Yeah,
built.
it looked like a Lego. Imagine a fucking Lego trying to walk around. They can't actually articulate its leg.
Yeah.
Articulate its legs? I think it's a word, right? We'll
but
go
I think
with it.
in the wrong sentence. But
What was your
we'll go
favorite
with it.
costume you saw?
Probably. Oh, I saw a really cool Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Where
we saw
he-
it with the cape.
Where he had the cape like floating behind him.
That was pretty
and
cool.
And it was really cool because you couldn't see where it was being held by, so he made it pretty good. You know
That
what
was
I mean?
really good.
There was a lot of characters from Overwatch that like went all
A lot
out.
of Overwatch, a lot of Sombras,
Yeah.
a lot of Mercies.
Let's see what else.
I'm trying to think of my favorite one.
There was so many.
I don't know. There were so many costumes.
The Iron Man, like Hulkbuster costume was definitely legit.
Well, that guy was big. He must have been. Oh,
He was on-
I know my favorite is. We fucking went to that bar and we saw that robot guy.
Oh, the one from
What the hell is it?
Star Wars,
The
from
Star
Rogue
Wars
One.
robot guy.
The Imperial robot that they ended up.
I thought it was a
reprogramming.
statue.
They
Then it moved.
So if you guys watched Star Wars Rogue One, you remember the robot that has the Imperial logo on it that they reprogrammed to work with the Rebel Alliance. There was someone in cosplay on stilts, and it was like so well done. We thought it was a real fucking
Person.
No, a real robot.
Oh, a real robot? No, we thought it was a
Thought it
robot.
was a real robot, and because of the way he moved too, or
Dude, he
she
was-
could have been a girl because it was kind of they're kind
It
of
had to be a girl because there's like it was so skinny
tiny.
and
Yeah,
little.
that's why
'Cause
we thought it was real.
I thought it was a real robot because it had like a regular like metal arm.
I think it was a girl. It had to have been
had to
like
be
a
a
tiny
girl.
little
But it had
petite girl.
stilts. I looked
but she
at
was
the
on
shoes. That's
yeah,
the
and
only
she was
way I
on
knew.
stilts. Yeah, but and the way she moved very robotically. So it was kind of like, oh my god.
Then remember we were at the sideshow booth and we saw the statue of it.
We thought
and
it
we
was
thought
her.
it was her again.
Yeah.
Because the thing it looks exact like that's costume of the show for me by far.
Yeah. So well done. So many cool costumes. So I guess Steve, it's a safe bet to say that you really enjoyed your first ever Comic-Con.
It's the best Comic-Con I've ever gone to.
It's going to be the best one you'll ever go to because it's the biggest.
Dude, I'm super excited because, like, honestly, now that we're doing this podcast, and I get to go to all these cool events.
Yeah, man.
I really like how I get to hear your perspective on it for being like a fucking battle wounded vet.
Yeah.
Who's been through this shit. Like, she's like knowing all the secrets. She's like, oh no, don't use that bathroom because everyone's gonna go to that bathroom. And go 3 stages down.
And then I was like, okay, listen, we have to walk like we're going through Black Friday at the mall right now because like it's like excuse me, trying to get through crowds and stuff. You gotta like push through and like get the fuck out of my way.
It was just high shoulders to everybody.
Yeah. So I know how to rock.
No, we rocked Comic-Con. I think we really we conquered it.
We conquered it. You guys made it back in one
really
piece.
Cool stuff. Like I really like the Walking Dead exhibit.
Oh yeah,
where they're all just kind of wandering around in that cage. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Family Guy, the live Family Guy house was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. We didn't go in that tick thing that they had because it was too long of a line. Our friend was like, "It's not worth an hour and 45-minute wait."
Yeah, some of the lines were like ridiculous.
It's like fucking Disneyland. Yeah.
No, it was terrible. What else did we see? I don't know, man.
So much. We saw so much.
There was so much stuff.
We saw so much.
We live cast it, as you guys are going to hear, from the car going down. Mm-hmm. We were going to do it on the way back, but we were just like...
No, I fell asleep. As soon as you took over driving, I crashed the fuck out.
No, dude, and I was blasting like all kinds of music and shit, windows down. I don't know how you guys slept.
Oh, because I was tired.
That was crazy.
Well, shit, man. I hope you guys enjoyed our first episode of Advanced Cruise Control.
Yeah, Comic-Con. Comic-Con, Journey to the Comic-Con.
Yep, the long road to Comic-Con is unfortunately over, and I'm
next week
sad.
we're going to have some fun stuff. We get some fun stuff in the works. Let's talk about some of the cool stuff we got going on.
We got some fun stuff in the works, guys.
We got the Twitch channel going. Twitch channel, you can watch us play video games and talk about video games. See, the cool thing I think about us is we aren't exactly experts, but we are fans.
True. And I think that's why
that
people
brings a real life thing to it, a real life angle. And the other thing we're going to have we're going to have the watch a screening with us. Yep. That contest going. Just a bunch of cool shit, man. I'm really excited.
I'm really super stoked. I want to thank everybody for your support and listening. Hope you enjoy.
All for viewers like you.
Exactly. Hope you guys enjoy the future episodes that we have. And hopefully we'll get some video going, too.
And remember, until next time,
keep it 88.
Peace.